And we are live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream tonight as we've got an Eastern Conference battle coming your way between the Pittsburgh Penguins in Tampa Bay to take on the Lightning. A lot of NHL action tonight, but this was a matchup that definitely caught my eye. And excited to be doing this one. Should be a good game. Should be a lot of fun between these two here tonight. And two teams that are really fighting for playoff positioning in a crowded Eastern Conference with a lot of good teams. It's going to be, a tough battle to make it into the postseason in the Eastern Conference for everybody. And these two teams are right in the thick of that race as right now and as this season goes along. So this should be a fun game here between these two. I hope you guys are ready. I know I certainly am. And we're getting ready for puck drop. Should be a good one. Penguins and Lightning. Two teams that have been perennially good hockey teams and have been, teams that have had a lot of success over the last 10 to 15 years. But, find themselves really battling right now for every point that they can get and need every point that they can get. So this is a huge 2 points on the line here tonight. So welcome in, everybody. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you're excited to be here and ready for a great hockey game. Hopefully it is a great hockey game, as it should be with these two. And we'll get into the action shortly when they finally drop the puck. I want to say hello to Jeremiah, Alex, Lucas, and Aurelia, all in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. I know more and more people will pile in as we get closer to game time and as this game goes along. And, just getting ready to get the puck dropped and going in this one. It's absolutely phenomenal, Jeremiah. Absolutely phenomenal, man. Again, thank you so much. I can't even really put into words how appreciative I am and how awesome it is. And it looks absolutely sick, man. I can tell you, next time I stream a Bruins game, I will certainly have it on. There is no doubt about that. Dean, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Good to have you in the chat. You're getting close to the action here. Probably another 4 or 5 minutes and we'll be dropping the puck. Excited to see these teams go at it. Andrei Vasilevsky is back for the Lightning. Obviously, that's a huge return for them. They survived without him. They didn't have him for the first part of this season, the first, for the entire month of October, most of November. He's just recently returned for the past couple of Lightning games. They were able to survive without him, still pick up some points, still, keep themselves in the playoff picture and in a playoff spot. So now that Vasilevsky's back, they have their superstar goalie. You got to imagine that it's going to be up from here for the Lightning. But, obviously they play the games for a reason. That's no guarantee. Hey, thank you so much, man. Definitely. And hopefully we can find a day and put together another time where I can join the show again, because that was a lot of fun for sure. Yeah, no, I got you, Jeremiah. I got you. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Oh, boy. Alex has a funny story. Oh, boy. Alex always has some interesting ones for us. He says, a few days ago, he was at his high school hockey team's game, and your coach had you give them a speech. And at the end, you did the Rock quote by telling them to make sure that the opponent's stick is sideways and stick it straight up their candy ass. Oh, my God. That is classic, dude. That is classic. Hey, I'm glad that everyone laughed and it fired the team up and they won the game. That's fantastic to hear. Good for you, Alex. That's awesome. All right, definitely will, Jeremiah. Definitely will. Yeah, Aurelia, that's obviously a big loss for Buffalo, who has struggled quite a bit so far this season. A very up and down year for the Sabres so far. And not having Tage Thompson is a huge loss. All right, sounds good, Matt. Appreciate you letting me know that, and hopefully you have a great Christmas up at the cabin with your family and friends. That's fantastic. So they're getting ready to do the national anthem now, and then after the anthem's done, we'll be on our way. Hey, what's going on, Aries? Welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, but the Bruins have been playing like garbage recently. They've really. I didn't even bother watching the Columbus game on Monday. I watched both games over the weekend, one against Detroit and then against the Rangers, and they were abysmal, and they lost again Monday. I didn't even watch the game, but they lost to Columbus. They really need to beat the Sharks. I mean, it was to talk about piling on. If they end up losing to the Sharks, we've got some major issues going on right now. But yeah, Boston's really been pissing me off recently. Do the Islanders make the playoffs? I don't think so. I think that they're blowing too many leads. They're not really the low scoring Islanders that they were, under Barry Trotz anymore. They I don't know, they're giving up seems like a lot of goals this year. I mean, I think it was the Devils the other night just had a comeback win against them. They end up giving up 5 goals and losing that game 5-4. I don't think the Islanders can play that style and win enough games. And just based on what I've seen this year from them, they're too inconsistent. They're giving up too many goals, and I don't see the Islanders getting in. Yeah, I've seen a little bit about it, Jeremiah. Obviously, Zadorov requested a trade. That was a few weeks ago now. There's been some discussion about, what teams he could end up going to. I'm obviously not an insider. I don't know who's in on him and who's not, who's talking about him and who's not. But until something, actually happens, I take rumors generally with a grain of salt until something actually happens. We'll see if he does end up getting moved and where to. I think he's a good third pair defenseman. I don't think he's really anything more than that. If you're bringing in Nikita Zadorov to be anything more than a third pair defenseman, you're going to end up on the losing end of that. But if you're able to get him as a third pair guy, then, he fits that role well. Oh, it did happen. Oh, I did not see that. No, I mean, I don't really. No, I don't, sit and watch news stuff or follow social media like I did when I wasn't working. So I didn't know he did get traded. He goes to Vancouver. Well, Vancouver's always needed help on the back end. I feel like that's a pretty solid ad for the Canucks. Gives them some more toughness on the blue line, gives them a big body back there. Again, if they think he's going to come in and play 20 minutes a night, I think they're going to be a little disappointed with what they get. But if you're looking for him to be a third pair guy on number 5, then that's pretty much exactly where he belongs in a lineup. So, Vancouver is a team that has really recently always needed to bolster the blue line. That's a pretty solid destination for him. And they didn't really give much up either. 5th this year, 5th and a third. Yeah, that's not a huge amount to give up for a solid NHLer. Yeah, seems like a good trade. Hey, what's going on, Joey? Welcome in. Ryan, welcome. Canada Ball, welcome in. Canucks are good this year. We'll see if they can keep it up for the full season, but they've done a very good job so far this season and really making the most out of the roster that they have. Because really the thing with the Canucks is that their roster just hasn't lived up to what it should be. They've had a good roster for the last 4 or 5 years. They should have been a consistent playoff team for the last 4 or 5 years. That roster has just massively underachieved. Now they're finally getting what they should be getting out of that roster, and they're playing good hockey and looking like a team that should securely be in the playoffs this year. Well, again, we'll just see if they keep that up all season long, because one of the biggest issues in Vancouver for the last number of years has been the consistency issue and them being extremely inconsistent. Yeah, no, I didn't know that until now. I haven't been really on Twitter or anything. I don't keep up with the news like I used to. So, Zadorov to Vancouver. That's a destination that does make sense. What's going on, Chris? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Daniel, welcome. Mia, good to have you in the chat. I have no idea when my next stream is going to be, Matt. I will post it on the community tab when I do know. Yeah, well, that's one of the things, Jeremiah, is Thatcher Demko should have been playing at this level well before this season. I mean, Demko's a guy that I think 2 years ago I was talking about as a possible Vezina candidate, and then he's had some injury issues. He really has had a couple bad years mixed in there. Thatcher Demko has the talent to be Jake Ottinger level. Like, I watched both of those guys in college, like, a lot. Demko went to Boston College. Ottinger went to Boston University. I watched them in Hockey East a lot. Thatcher Demko is a talented enough goaltender to be Jake Ottinger level, but he hasn't really been that to this point at the NHL level until this year. Demko is finally blossoming into the goalie that he should be, and that is a huge bonus for the Canucks to get that level of goaltending. Ryan Leonard's fantastic, Jeremiah. He was one of my favorite draft picks of this past draft. I think Washington got the perfect kind of player with him. He's great offensively, also really plays with a chip on his shoulder and brings a physicality to the game. He's looked really good at Boston College so far this season. I think that was a phenomenal pick, and he's been great so far in college. All right, here we go. We're going to drop the puck on this one, guys. What's going on? Derek, welcome in. We've got Andrei Vasilevsky in goal, and I believe it's Tristan Jarry down at the other end. I was looking at the chat. I missed it here on the screen, but I believe it's Jarry versus Vasilevsky in net. Penguins getting the puck out of their zone. We are underway, and Crosby dumps it in. Sergachev chases back for the Lightning. He backhands one up the wall, kind of fans on it. It's kept in at the point by Marcus Pettersson. Pass across. Crosby trying to find Gensel, but it was broken up. Back the other way now. Here's Asamont into the offensive zone. He gets checked. Carlson sends it now over to Rust. Rust sends it up the wall. Chip to the middle. Taken back by Cirelli as the Lightning steal out. High shot from Hagel. And a big save there by Jarry, getting in front of that one. Best chance of the game so far. First real chance of the game goes to Tampa, and Tristan Jarry comes up big in goal. Dumped in now as Penguins will peel off for a line change, and Perbix goes back to get it now for the Lightning. Nick Perbix passes it up, dumped in by Tampa, but it deflects out of play. Faceoff is going to come back to the neutral zone just over a minute into this first period, and we are scoreless. And Gensel, boy, Gensel would have had a great shot on that one-timer to score, but Brandon Hagel dives to break up the pass from Crosby. Hey, what's going on, Gretchen? Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. The Lightning win the draw. They dump it into the offensive zone, but Pittsburgh quickly sends it right back out. And it's played out to the neutral zone. Good hit there. One of the Lightning get knocked down right by the red line. There's Radish. He turns it over. It's backhanded in by Nieto. He'll chase into the corner. Matt Nieto with it. Backhands it out high to the point. Graves goes D-to-D with it. Long shot there as Letang gets bumped down, and the Lightning come back the other way after the shot was blocked. Here's Tanner Jeannot. He dumps it in. Barre Boulay goes in on the forecheck. Letang's able to muscle the puck away from him and get it back up to Nieto, who's out to the neutral zone. Lightning now back in their own end, playing a little catch D to D. They break out over the red line into the offensive end. Here's Hagel back on the ice. His shot or pass attempt gets blocked by Crosby. Penguins can't clear it yet, though. Crosby with another chance gets it over to Gensel. He outskates Asamont, takes a check, but dumps it into the offensive end. Yay, Devils already up 1-0. Thank you, Derek, for the score update. Appreciate it. Spin around shot there. Gensel in a big pad save by the big cat, Andrei Vasilevsky. Sharp on that one. Penguins now back through the neutral zone into the offensive end. Gensel passes. Here's Rust on the backhand. Knocked down in front. Crosby. And Crosby gets stopped by Vasilevsky's pad. Here's Shea with it now. Dumped in by Pittsburgh. Vasi comes out, plays it behind the net, gets it over to Chernak. Thanksgiving was good, Matt. How about yours? Yeah, pretty low-key day all in all, but it was good to have a nice dinner with the family, watch some football, and just enjoy the day. Down low, Drew O'Connor. He's chased, throws it to the middle, but stolen back by Kucherov. Tampa trying to go the other way. Braden Point dumps it in. Around it goes. Stamkos first in on the forecheck. Shea sends it up the wall. Pittsburgh with it. Malkin to the middle. Out of the zone there is Zahorna, gets it over to Ludwig, and that's dumped in. Yes, Matt. Christmas decorations are up. Yes. At least the outdoor ones are. We haven't done inside the house yet, but the outdoor decorations are up. And there's a nice defensive play by Calvin DeHaan to get his stick in the passing lane, deflect that puck up and out of play. Offensive zone draw for Pittsburgh coming up. Hey, Mike, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. I wouldn't say it's my favorite holiday, Matt, but it's up there. It's definitely a good one. I don't know if it's my number one favorite, but it's definitely one of the top 3. Played back now by Pittsburgh. They're going D to D in their zone, trying to break up ice. Played through there to Smith. The pass attempt doesn't get in. They'll try again. Riley Smith into the offensive zone, over to Malkin. Malkin down low for O'Connor. And that one goes under the stick of Braden Point and out of the zone. Carlson sends it back for Pittsburgh as they regroup back in their end. Just about 5 minutes into this first period. Scoreless so far. Both teams with a shot on goal. Kucherov takes a hit. Stamkos chases the puck, but the Penguins have it. Pettersson over to Carlson. Hey, what's going on, Mike? Yeah, no, I did Boston for my last stream, so I wasn't doing the Bruins 2 streams in a row. And based on the way the Bruins have been playing recently, I don't really want to watch them anyway. So I'm pretty fed up with them in the last few games that I've watched. So I'd more interested in this game here and this being a better matchup than having to watch the Bruins and the Sharks. As Hagel in the net front jamming away as Jarry covers up, and now we got a scrum going. Crosby's in there as he grabs Hagel. Gensel's involved. Brian Rust is there. Chris Letang. All the Penguins come together and they protect their goaltender as Hagel is right on the doorstep trying to put that rebound chance home, but Tristan Jarry was able to cover that one up and make a big stop. I mean, they should have blown out Columbus as well. I mean, the Blue Jackets are almost as bad as the Sharks are, and it was the other way around. They got embarrassed in that game again. So I'm not gonna say the Bruins are gonna win this game. I would not be surprised if they don't. They have looked absolutely atrocious lately. They turn the puck over, I would say, about 50% of the time that it's on their stick, they're turning it over. Hey, what's going on, Gordon? Welcome in. Drac, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Good to see you guys in the chat. Back out to the neutral zone. Lightning carry it right back in. Here's Nick Paul driving wide on Graves. Back out in front. Puck bouncing around. Loose in the front of the crease area, but nobody could get it in on goal. Lightning with some good pressure here. Top of the circle. There's a shot. Nice pad save by Jarry. Good hit on Achari. Lightning keep it in the attacking end. Pouring on the pressure. Worked up and passed all the way through as the Penguins will chase, but they iced the puck. Zahorna couldn't get a stick on it. And now it will go back to the Pittsburgh zone for the offensive zone face-off for Tampa here after the icing. It's good, Gordon. It's good. Andrew, what's going on? Grego, welcome in. Doing pretty well. How are you guys? Thanks so much for coming by. Awesome to have you in the chat, as always. We are just under just under 6.5 minutes into this game. Lightning now out shooting the Penguins 7-2. Tampa with a good start on home ice. A lot of offensive pressure the last couple minutes. There's a long blast. Blocker to side by Jarry. Up off glass. Penguins get it out of the zone. And going back to get it now is Chernak. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Andrew. Hopefully you feel better soon, my man. It's that time of year. Definitely cold and flu season now as the winter sets in. Long shot again, blocked wide. Penguins get to it. Brian Rust over to Gensel. Gensel almost has his pocket picked from behind by Kucherov, but is able to dump it by. Lightning going back the other way now. Here's Braden Point. Speed into the offensive zone. Drives wide. Good shot and an even better shoulder save by Jarry. Point with it now. Offensive zone. 12.5 to go here in the first period. Back out to Perbix. Again, cycled down low. Played by Kucherov. Passes to the middle. Perbix with a shot. Finding it through the traffic. In front is Jarry as he smothers that one and covers it. We will get a whistle. Our first commercial break. 12:21 to go here in period one. It is scoreless so far, but the Lightning heavily outshooting Pittsburgh and with a lot of good pressure here over the last 4 or 5 minutes. So we get to our first commercial stoppage here and a chance for the Penguins to try and hit the reset button a little bit as the Lightning have really been pushing hard here. Appreciate you guys all watching. Thank you everyone for being here. Jem, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much. Awesome to have you. I can turn the ticker back on for the other scores around all the other games going on, but I'm pretty sure that the times are still off by an hour. But we'll just have to deal with it. The start times for games, as far as I know on this ticker, are still off by an hour, but for at least the games that are going on currently, we'll at least get the automatic updates from the ticker up at the top. I am watching it on ESPN Plus, Andrew. It is not a regularly nationally televised game, no. Also, while we're at the commercial break, I think it's a good time to crack this bad boy. I I only got a couple left. I'm definitely going to be hitting the liquor store this weekend. I haven't been in a while because I was on call all last weekend, so I didn't get a chance to go shopping or anything. But we'll get a cheers in the chat. Here's to a great night of hockey. Great stream, a lot of fun. Enjoying being back here. I haven't streamed in a couple weeks now, so it's good to be back. It's good to enjoy some NHL action and be on here chatting with all of you. So cheers, everybody. The Corey Perry, Connor Bedard's mom rumor was false. It was as funny as it wasn't true. I don't think anyone really thought it was that true, but it was kind of just a joke. But no, it was not the reasoning for Corey Perry's departure from the Blackhawks. Let's see. Bruin, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Around now, played there. Jeannot sends it back. Lightning still with possession into the attacking zone. They dump it deep. Jeannot comes in, lays a hit on Karlsson. Kind of actually misses the hit. Karlsson was able to duck it. He's a shifty player and great skater. You're able to dodge some hits that way. Shea dumps it in. Pittsburgh trying to establish some time in the offensive zone, which they have not had a lot of in this one. But they end up turning it over on a bouncing puck. Hagel into the offensive end. Does not connect with Kucherov, and the Pens send it back out. Back up now. Almost turned over there, but Hedman's able to keep it in. Here's a shot. Nice block there. Pittsburgh getting in the way. Point through to Kucherov. Kucherov gets double teamed out in front for Stamkos. Jamming away, but Jarry keeps it out. Long shot from Hedman. Glove save by Jarry. Kucherov in the corner. Back in front. Out to the point. Here's Hedman again with a shot. And Hedman scores! First goal of the game, and it's not a surprise with how much zone time and pressure they have had. It's the Tampa Bay Lightning striking first. And I believe it looks like Stamkos may have gotten a piece of it. Stamkos tipped that one. It was a great pass from Kucherov out to Victor Hedman. Hedman just fires it towards the net. And Steven Stamkos gets a little bit of a tip on it. High blocker side past Tristan Jarry. Tampa Bay leads this one 1-0. A beautiful tip there by Steven Stamkos. And it is 1-0 Tampa Bay. I will update the scoreboard as soon as Streamlabs will let me. There it is. Little lag there from Streamlabs, but Tampa up by a goal now. Pittsburgh looking to answer. Just under halfway through this first period. Logan, what is going on? Great to see you here. BC Transportation, awesome to have you in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. 10:15 to go in the first. Back the other way. Nieto is going to dump it deep. As we tip past the halfway point. Back out in front. Penguins looking to answer. Pettersson sends it back to Nieto. Long shot from Karlsson. He misses that one wide. Marcus Pettersson rips one that misses wide as well. Brian, what's going on? Welcome into the stream. Thanks so much for watching. Much appreciated. Awesome to have you here as always. And a chance there. And we're going to have a penalty call coming up as Tanner Jeannot was tripped down by a Penguin. Whistle is blown. First power play of the game is going to go to Tampa Bay. And Nola Chari is going to the penalty box for the Penguins. Tripping call. Going to put Tampa on the man advantage, already up by 1. And we're going to head to our second commercial break now of this first period. What did happen, Gordon? We don't know specifics, exactly what happened, but it had to do with Perry's conduct towards a team employee. And it appears to be alcohol involved, because Corey Perry released a statement today apologizing and saying that he's, seeking help for mental health and substance abuse issues. And it seems like it was, he was drunk and, acting in some way inappropriately to a team employee, and that's what the cause of his contract termination was. Yes, Kucherov is absolutely phenomenal, and I feel like I don't know, I feel like he kind of fell under the radar a little bit, like, as some other wingers, younger wingers, have started to really climb the ranks in the NHL and become elite players. I feel like Kucherov, it's hard to say Kucherov was forgotten about, because, he was literally a playoff MVP, two-time Stanley Cup champion, back-to-back cups with the Lightning. I mean, everyone knows that Nikita Kucherov's an elite player, but I feel like he really wasn't talked about a whole lot the last year or two. And I think this season he's kind of reminding everybody that he's still Nikita Kucherov. He's still one of the best players in the entire NHL. And, I mean, he's got 27 points. Not this season. He has 27 points in the month of November. Just in this month, he has 27 points. He's been unreal. Hey, what's going on, Jack? Welcome in. Great to see you in the chat. Thanks so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. Tampa to the power play. We're back from the commercial break. And the Penguins going to get an early clear here on the kill. And that is a good start for them. Andrew, so far, my count is showing 23 likes on the video. I don't know how up to date that is, but that's what my count is showing. Round now moved across. Minute and a half to go here on the power play, and that one is cleared again by the Penguins. Back in, Kucherov dumps it deep. Point will chase with Paul, but the Penguins are able to wrap that one around the boards and back out to the neutral zone. Not much going on this power play so far for Tampa. Pittsburgh still only has 2 shots on goal. The Lightning already have 15. They are literally outshooting the Penguins 15-2. But it is only 1-0 where it counts. Nikita Kucherov, Mike, has 27 points in the month of November. That's almost a point for every day of the month. Almost. And that's pretty crazy, because obviously teams don't play every day. You don't play 30 games in the month. So that's pretty nuts that he has one for almost every day. Back out again. Lightning set up in the offensive zone. Oh, Kucherov fans on that one. Gets it back, though, from the corner. Throws it to the middle. Here's Sergachev with a shot. Rebound in front. And they score! Tanner Jeannot on the doorstep. Finds the rebound after Sergachev's shot. It is 2-0 Tampa. And they get one on the power play. Jeannot, right where he belongs, in front of the net, is able to put it home. And another goal there, a power play goal for Tampa, puts them up 2-0 as they extend the lead and continue to dominate this first period. They are getting out in front here, and they were able to extend it to a 2-goal lead. And, man, if you're the Pittsburgh Penguins, you want to change some momentum here, because with Andrei Vasilevsky in net, this Lightning team is not easy to come back on, you know. You're digging yourself a hole early in this game, and it's going to be tough to come back with Vasilevsky in goal. So, I don't know. I think Pittsburgh really needs the next goal of this game badly. And they're going to get a good opportunity here because Erik Cernak is going to the penalty box. And right after the Lightning score on their power play, they take a penalty, and now the Penguins will get a power play. So it's 2 minutes for tripping against Erik Cernak here as he took down Jake Guentzel, got the stick between his legs there, and gave him the old can opener. So now the Penguins have an opportunity to try and respond with a power play of their own. What is going on, Steven? Welcome in. Good to see you in the chat. Thanks so much for watching. Awesome to have you. Working around now. Penguins set up in the attacking end. Back out high. Karlsson fakes a shot, opens up a lane, then passes to Guentzel. Over to Malkin, to Karlsson. Good puck movement here. Pass attempt goes off a skate. Malkin keeps it in. Down low now. Played there by Rust through the middle, but pass doesn't connect. Karlsson keeps it in out high. Malkin, Rust, chance in front. Guentzel right on the doorstep. Couldn't poke it home. And it's cleared out now by the Lightning. Guentzel shaken up back behind the play, was looking for a penalty call there. Not going to get it. Penguins carry back in. Here's Crosby. Moved around. Malkin sends it down to the corner. Crosby back to Malkin. 55 seconds still to go on the power play. Karlsson out high. Nothing opens up. Passes to Malkin. Malkin walks it to give pass to Guentzel. Chance in front on the back end. Vasilevsky gets a shoulder on it. And it's cleared out to the neutral zone. And then the Penguins go off sides entering the zone. Jake Guentzel not happy. Sidney Crosby not happy. But the play gets whistled down. Neutral zone faceoff coming up. Yeah, I mean, Chris, Boston's still my team. They're one of the best teams in the league again. They're leading their division. I mean, the last 3 games have been extremely disappointing, but the season as a whole, Boston's absolutely overachieved to this point in the season. They have been significantly better than anyone expected. They're still one of the top 3 teams in the league. Letang holds that one in on the backhand, passes it off, gets it back. Here's Lars Eller with it, passes one through, gets that one to Smith, looking for a tip in front from Carter, not able to get it. Here's another shot. Eller rips one that's blocked high off glass. Hedman gets to the loose puck, and he'll clear it all the way down. That's going to do it. Power play is over. We're back to 5-on-5. Score remains 2-0. And we are down under 5 minutes here in the first period remaining. Yeah, Buffalo has definitely been disappointing this year, Drac. Very, very high hopes for the Sabres heading into this year, and they have not lived up to the hype at all. Here's Guentzel out high, another shot that's blocked. Excuse me, that was a Jarry, not Guentzel. I saw the 5, but it was 55, not 59. Over now to Stamkos. Lightning come back the other way. Cuts to the middle. Here's Kucherov. Tries to pass it off, but it's broken up by Nieto. Kept in the zone, however, his Point gets to it. Braden Point back to the blue line, over to Cernak. Darth Star, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Awesome to see you in the chat. Lightning get a partial line change. Here comes Nick Paul into the offensive zone. Poked away from him by Marcus Pettersson. Barre Boulay gets it back, though, for Tampa. Paul fires a shot. That one's blocked to the corner. Gets it right back. Looking for an opening. Passes to Radish. Hedman now to Jeannot. Jeannot, Barré-Boulet out-muscled, and that's cleared to the neutral zone by the Pens. With it now, long dump in. Tampa right back in on the attack after killing that penalty as they continue to dominate shots on goal. 3 minutes now, 3:05 to be exact, left in the first. Penguins up the boards, out of the zone. Radish with a huge step up. What a hit as he hammers down a Penguin trying to exit the zone. Back over to Graves. Ryan Graves dumps it in. Sent around. Played up the wall and once again cleared by Tampa Bay. No sustained pressure for Pittsburgh. Asamont against Graves in the corner. He gets pinned to the wall. And the Penguins move it up and out of the zone. Back the other way. Here comes Gensel into the attacking end. He drives wide. Then he gets run to the end boards, and back the other way comes Tampa. I do too, Daniel. He came, first time I saw him, he came up with Winnipeg. And I liked him in Winnipeg. I thought he was a good bottom six energy guy. And then I think, did he go to the Sharks for a short time or did he go right to Tampa? I forget. But then, you know, he's been really good for Tampa since they picked him up. And just a really good bottom six energy player that brings a lot to the table. And that one's sent all the way down, cleared. It is icing, though, against Pittsburgh. So the faceoff will come back to their zone. And Tampa Bay spending a lot of time in the attacking end. 1:37 to go in the period. Yeah, he did go to the Sharks for a short time, and then he went to the Lightning. Lightning now regrouping. Puck through the neutral zone. Played by Hedman. He backhands it over to Perbix. Perbix dumps it up past Stamkos into the offensive zone. Penguins send it right back out. Puck's in neutral ice again. Lightning with possession. They gain the red line. Hedman drives wide. Pulls a stop move, and then his pass attempt is a little offline. Works back, though, on a deflection to Kucherov in the corner. Back out high. Looking for something to open up. There's Kucherov from a sharp angle and a big pad save there by Jarry. Played up now over the red line into the offensive end. Move to the middle. Ryan Graves with a shot. Pad save by Vasilevsky. 2-on-1 back the other way. Lightning on the rush. Kucherov and Hagel. And Kucherov's pass attempt gets deflected off the glass. Back the other way now. Pittsburgh dumped in by Rust. Behind Vasilevsky, they'll get a line change. Brought up now. Deflected through into the attacking zone. Asamont to the corner. Cycled by Jeannot. Final 5 seconds now of the first period. Lightning trying to get one more shot on goal. They have 18 in the period. Spin around shot there. Right at the buzzer is shouldered away by Jarry, and that's going to do it for the first. So the Tampa Bay Lightning dominate puck possession, dominate time in the offensive zone, dominate shots on goal, and lead 2-0 here at the end of 20 minutes. As about as good of a first period as you could ask for as a Lightning fan. And on the other side of things, Pittsburgh has really got to try to get their game going in this one and change some momentum, because that was all Tampa Bay in period one. But that is going to bring us now to the end of the first. We will have some time to hang out and chill in the chat while we wait for the second to begin. Really, really appreciate all you guys being here. Joseph, what's going on? Red Rubber, welcome in. Thank you guys both for being here. Really appreciate it. Awesome to see you in the chat. Please don't forget, guys, it does help out a ton and mean a lot if you can hit that thumbs up button if you haven't yet. And if you'd like to subscribe to the channel as well and become part of the hockey community here, and I'll be doing streams all season long, all different teams, all different matchups across the NHL. We'd love to have you become a part of it if you would like to subscribe. So thank you guys again. Really appreciate you all watching tonight. I know I haven't streamed in a couple weeks. I just got off my on-call week for work. So I'm excited to be back here on YouTube again. So hey, that is awesome, Red Rubber. Congratulations. Red Rubber, almost a college graduate now. Applied for graduation in the spring. That is fantastic, man. Really glad to hear it, and hope that school's gone well for you and can wrap it up in the spring and officially be graduated. I believe I picked the Lightning today, Drac. Let me double check Twitter. I tweet out my predictions in the morning for every game each night in the NHL. And I predicted Lightning over the Penguins 5-3. That was at like 6 o'clock this morning when I did that. So I said Lightning Penguins 5-3 Lightning, and honestly, with the way that first period went and the score that we have right now, that still seems like a very real possibility. Obviously, Pittsburgh would have to get their game. Pittsburgh would have to get their game going to, keep it that close, but wow, Logan. I did not realize that. Wow, that goal was Stamkos' 525th goal, tying him with Hossa for 36 most in NHL history. Wow. He keeps climbing the ranks. Stamkos keeps climbing the ranks. And man, if he can stay healthy, I mean, he's going to put up some real serious numbers in his career. And he's still only 33. I mean, it feels like he's been in the league forever. I mean, he was drafted back in 2008, so it has been a while now, but it feels like he should be older. Like, he's been in the league forever, it seems like. It feels like he should be like 36 or 37, and he's still only 33. So, I mean, again, depending on health, if he stays healthy, relatively healthy for the next 5 years, let's say, I mean, we're going to be talking about some serious numbers for Steven Stamkos. And he could easily play another 5 to 7 years. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, I mean, if you took the injuries that he has had away, Logan, yeah, he'd be definitely up there, over 600, pushing towards 650, and maybe already at 650 potentially. Who knows? But again, assuming the rest of his career is relatively healthy, he could easily play another 5 to 7 years, and figure 35 goals a year. That's another. That's almost another 150 goals. I mean, yeah, we'll see what the future holds, but boy, he could seriously put up some numbers. Hey, what's going on, Caroline? Welcome in. Great to see you as always. Thank you so much for watching. Cole, what's going on? Good to see you in the chat. Thank you so much for coming by. Great to have you here. We also got a new subscriber. I cannot read the language, so I'm not sure what the name is, unfortunately. But welcome to our newest subscriber. Let's give some hype in the chat and a warm welcome to another member of the community here. We are at the first intermission. Oh, it's Dimitri. Well, Dimitri, welcome to the channel, and hope you enjoy it. And thank you so much for joining the community here. McDobb, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it as always. Great to have you. Oh, yeah, Logan. I feel like he's just not talked about as much as he was like 4 years ago. And Kucherov is still absolutely one of the best players in the entire NHL. There is no doubt. Yeah, a lot of the younger players get a lot of the attention and the fanfare, but Kucherov still got it, even though what's he, like 30, 31-ish now, something like that? Maybe he's not that old. I'm trying to remember ages off the top of my head. He's got to be like around 30 at this point, I would think. Oh, he's 30 on the dot. Perfect. So, yeah, I feel like a lot of the kids now that are like in their early 20s are getting a lot of the media attention. Kucherov's still one of the best players in the entire league. Hey, what's going on, Brendan? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Yeah, no hat tonight. It's not very often I don't have a hat on, but I don't have one on tonight. All right, see you later, Red Rubber. Thanks for stopping in. Always a pleasure. And again, congratulations on applying for graduation, and all the best. Thank you so much. Hopefully, we'll talk to you soon. Oh, now would be a good time to scroll through all the other scores around the NHL, because there's a lot of games tonight. Obviously, some of them out west haven't started yet, but as far as the 7 p.m. slate, everything's underway. So, Sharks and Bruins are still 0-0. I mean, as a Bruins fan, you can look at that as the Bruins haven't scored a goal against the league's worst team yet. But at the same time, given how many goals the Bruins have been giving up recently and how awful the turnovers have been the last 3 games, there's the big positive to take out of that period is that they haven't given up a goal. There haven't been too many periods recently for the Bruins that they haven't given up a goal. So that's a start at least. The Red Wings have a 2-1 lead over the Blackhawks. Panthers and Canadiens are still 0-0. So that's a scoreless start there. The Devils have a 2-0 lead over the Flyers. Not really surprised in that. Maple Leafs have a 1-0 lead over the Kraken. And the Islanders and Hurricanes are still 0-0. Bunch of other games coming up later tonight. There's 13 games in total on the slate. 14 games in total this evening. Saturday is 13. But there's a lot that haven't started yet with Western Conference teams. So that is where we are at right now. Um, Man, I have no idea, McDobb. The history of NHL players trying to return from that hip resurfacing surgery is not very good. Um, but that doesn't mean that doesn't mean it's a 0% success rate. I mean, Patrick Kane may come back and actually have a very productive season and put up 40 points and 45 points and really be a productive player. Who knows? Or maybe he plays 3 games and his hip completely shits the bed. I mean, you just don't know. What I do know is that the history of players trying to return from that surgery is not very good. But again, that doesn't guarantee that it's not going to be successful at some point. Kane signed with the Red Wings. Was it 2 days ago now? The weeks go by so fast for me at this point that I can't even keep track of what day is what. But it was either yesterday or 2 days ago. I think he signed with Detroit. I don't know. He got a better offer from the Red Wings, I guess, Drac. I don't know. I don't know what teams were offering him and all of that. So, that's between, him, his agent, and the teams that he was in contact with. But he decided to go to the Red Wings on a 1-year deal. Hey, what's going on, Water King? Great to see you. Thank you so much for dropping by. Great to have you in the chat. It's going pretty well. Busy week for me this week, but it's going well. And how are you? Hope things are going well for you, and enjoy some hockey here tonight. We're at the first intermission. Should be getting pretty close to the start of the second. The Lightning dominated the first period as far as overall, controlling the play, shots on goal, zone time, all of that. But they only got a couple goals, so it's not like the game's out of reach right now for Pittsburgh. But the Penguins are going to need a whole new effort in the second if they're going to turn this game around, because they were utterly dominated in the first, and they're lucky it's only 2-0. This could very easily be a 4-0 blowout on its way kind of lead for the Lightning, based on how that first went. Oh, that makes sense. Kane and Alex DeBrincat have always had a great relationship going back to when they were both in Chicago. Obviously, they play extremely well together. DeBrincat, when he was first coming into the league, played on a line with Patty Kane and put up some huge numbers. Had a 41-goal season with Kane. Actually, I think he had 2 41-goal seasons with Kane. So, obviously DeBrincat's in Detroit now. Him and Kane have great chemistry. They love playing together. That makes a lot of sense. Hey, sorry to hear that, Water King. Hopefully you're starting to feel better. Yeah, it's that time of year. Cold and flu season is in full effect, and the weather's getting colder. Winter's setting in, and it is that time of year where a lot of people have to deal with illnesses throughout, from time to time during the winter season. No snow yet here, Drac. So far, southeastern Massachusetts has been snow-free. But I'm sure that as we get into December and January, that will change. Yeah, the Red Wings have had a very good start, Water King. They've been a solid team this year. They've beaten the Bruins twice in regulation. They're tied with Toronto as far as points right now, actually, and Tampa. Well, I haven't looked at the standings in a couple days. I did not realize Toronto, Detroit, and Tampa all have 25 points right now. All three of those teams are sitting at exactly 25. That's funny. Obviously, with Tampa playing tonight, Toronto also playing tonight, that can change. But as of this second, they all have 25. Does Detroit? Yeah, Detroit. Oh, no. Yeah, duh. Detroit's playing now, too. Detroit's playing Chicago. So all three of those teams are also playing right now. If they all win, they'll stay tied with 27 points apiece. Or if one of them loses, it will shake up the tie, obviously. Well, Tampa's in a big battle. I mean, if you look at the Atlantic Division, I mean, Ottawa's lagging behind at 16 points, but they also only have played 17 games, while every other team in the division has played 20 plus. Ottawa's only played 17, so then you've got Montreal and Buffalo at 22 points. You've got Tampa, Detroit, and Toronto at 25 points. The Panthers are at 28, and Boston leads with 31. So, it's a very difficult division. It's a very tight division. Making the playoffs out of this division is not going to be easy. And Tampa's in a battle. Tampa's in a battle. Detroit's in a battle. Buffalo's in a battle. Toronto's in a battle. I mean, all those middle-packed teams in the Atlantic are in a real battle right now for positioning. But here we go. Second period, puck is dropped. Penguins dump it in. They are looking for a very different period number 2 compared to how the first went for them. And they're starting off in the offensive zone with the top line on the ice. Crosby, Gensel, and Rust. Not able to keep it there, though, as it's cleared out by Hagel up into the offensive zone. Good hit there as Asamont gets in on the forecheck. Hagel to the corner against Gensel. They go shoulder to shoulder. Cirelli digs it out, gets it down low again for Hagel. He tries a back pass, but it's stolen away, and the Penguins will come the other way. That one gets thrown in. Vasilevsky shoves it aside, leaves it for his defenseman, Nick Perbix. Yeah, Vancouver is off to a very good start. We talked about them a little bit earlier. It's about consistency with the Canucks. We'll see if they can actually put a full season together, because consistency tends to be an issue with them. But they're off to a great first couple months, no doubt about that. Tampa Bay Lightning's goaltenders are Andrei Vasilevsky and Jonas Johansson, Cole. Johansson stepped in and played a lot of games while Vasilevsky was out injured to start the season. And now Vasilevsky's back. That's a huge get as it's broken in there by Stamkos. Backhand, chance in front. Jarry keeps it out, and then Tampa can't get another shot off on the rebound. Penguins come back out the other way. Almost a disastrous turnover there and giveaway to Stamkos, but Jarry comes up big. So Johansson's the backup now. Here's another chance in front. That one just goes through the crease. Might have hit the post. But Tampa so close, not able to put one home. Trying to extend the lead to 3. Boy, some breakdowns here for Pittsburgh defensively has given 2 golden opportunities to the Lightning, but they haven't been able to bury them. ASAP, what's going on? Welcome in. I have the Lightning winning this one. I predicted earlier today that the Lightning would win 5-3. I don't know if it's actually going to be 5-3, but I do have Tampa Bay winning this game. Brought out now. Penguins dump it in deep. Vasilevsky comes out to play it. Leaves it for Radish. Radish takes a hit. Works it up the wall to Glendening. Glendening gets it to a teammate, and it's out of the zone. Dumped right back in by Pittsburgh as they look to get this game their game going in this one. Just about 3 minutes into this second period. Zahorna passes it off. Over to Jarry. Jarry with a shot through traffic. Nobody gets a tip on it, and it goes wide. Here's Ludwig. Dumps it around. Back out high. Into the high slot on the backhand. And a glove save there on Crosby by Vasilevsky as Crosby backhands that one from the high slot. Vasilevsky nabs it with the glove. And we stay 2-0. It will be an offensive zone faceoff for the Penguins now. Dumped in now. Lightning going out of their zone into the offensive end. Hagel digging for it with Cirelli down low. Tampa looks to establish their forecheck again. Asamont comes over. Pokes that one to the corner. Penguins on it, though, as Carlson's going to pass out. Lifts it up and over everybody. All the way down. That's going to be icing as Crosby was not able to skate into it. And it's icing against the Penguins. Offensive zone draw for the Lightning on the way. Yeah, I did see that, Drac. That is not good. That is not good for anyone involved. Round now off the draw, cleared out of the zone. Played by Stamkos as it's regrouped by the Lightning. Brought up now into the attacking end. Stamkos. Back there. Shot by Hedman. That one shouldered away by Jarry. Lightning still have it offensive zone. Stammer back again to the other side. Long shot from Kucherov gets blocked. And that's back out now the other way. Riley Smith into the offensive zone. Tries to pass behind him for O'Connor. But it's a little bit offline. It's turned over. Here's Kucherov in. Shot there. Ripped high. Glove side and wide. Lightning have it now, though, back on the attack in the offensive zone. Trying to dig this one out. Point will chase to the corner. Around it goes. Lifted off glass out of the zone. Radish goes back to get it. Quick pass up, and the Lightning are right back in on the attack. Here's Barré-Boulet. That one bouncing around in front, and Jarry scrambling there to get a pad on it and keep it out. Zahorna in on the forecheck. Spins away from a check. Back out in front. Penguins trying to get a shot on goal. To the point, it's Graves. Over to Letang. Letang with a shot through traffic, deflected just wide. And Vasilevsky covers that one up right on the side of the goal. Will be an offensive zone draw for the Penguins. Hey, what's going on, Heather? Welcome in. Great to see you in the chat. Thanks so much for stopping by. We're a little over 5 minutes into this second period. Lightning still lead it 2-0 on a couple goals back in the first period. Yeah, Heather, it is good. I do enjoy it for sure. Played out now by DeHaan over to Radish. Radish into the offensive zone. That one deflects just wide as he tried to find Jeannot in front. Cleared back by Pittsburgh. Taken now by Paul. Lars Eller tries to dump it, but he can't get it deep. Gets a second chance. Now played down low. Back out in front. Trying to find Gensel was Rust, but not able to connect. Gensel with a spin-around shot. Not able to tuck it in. Here's Jeannot. Penguins keep it in the attacking zone. Played by Gensel. Now to Letang. Nice save there by Vasilevsky. There's another shot. Vasilevsky with the glove. Loose puck. He couldn't cover it. Lightning gets to it, though, and are able to clear it out. Dumped back in by Pittsburgh as they get a little bit of pressure here. Penguins starting to get some momentum potentially shifted to their side. Brandon Hagel trying to change that. His drop pass for Cirelli is not in line, though, and that's stolen back by the Pens as they dump it deep. It's Gensel chasing against Chernak. Can't get the puck away from him. Sergachev will carry it back the other way. Yes, Heather. Here's Hagel back in front. Good back check from the Penguins to break it up. Now they'll come the other way, 2-on-2 into the offensive zone. Malkin loses it. Riley Smith chases to the corner, gets it back to Malkin. Long shot there. That blocked wide. Around it goes, out high. Kept in by Carlson to Drew O'Connor. O'Connor with a shot and a blocker save by Vasilevsky. Puck is loose. He wasn't able to grab that one either. But the Lightning get to it and are able to clear it out of the danger area. And then the Lightning ice the puck as Cirelli's pass for Hagel was too far in front of him. A lot of loose pucks around the net in this game. But not able to take advantage of it and put it in the back of the net yet so far for Pittsburgh. Round now, Penguins have it. That one gets blocked right back out to Graves. Pens keeps setting up in the offensive zone. Here's Nieto. Over to Graves again. Graves just sends it deep. And that's taken away. Lightning clear it out to the neutral zone. Letang into the offensive end. Fires one off the glass. Jeff Carter first to it. Down below the goal line, Lightning cycle it. And they get it up the wing out of their zone into the offensive end. Here's Kucherov, cuts to the middle, backhand pass, over to point with a shot, and Jarry gets a blocker on it. The other way now, Achari sends it deep. He'll head in on the forecheck. Hammered past him by the Lightning. Kucherov comes in, shoots one wide, back out in front. Puck deflected up and out of the danger area there by the Penguins. Lightning still have it, though. Point. Sends it over. Drop pass. Lightning have possession. Then they turn it over. Here comes Pittsburgh. Back the other way. Hedman trying to get back. Shot. And the Pens score. It's 2-1. Sidney Crosby, the captain, gets Pittsburgh back in it with a big goal there. A bad turnover at the blue line for the Lightning, and it costs them as the Penguins are on the board. What a great shot there by Crosby, breaking in. Hedman tried to cut him off and get back, but Crosby just goes high blocker side up and over the shoulder. Beautiful goal. And this is a 2-1 hockey game here now in the second period. Yo, let's get some dono hype in the chat for Heather, everybody. Dropping a 25 on the stream. Says, let's go Bolts. Heather, thank you so much. It is super appreciated. That is absolutely awesome. Let's make sure we get that dono hype in the chat for Heather, everyone. Landshark, what is going on? Slayer, welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. Great to have you in the chat. Appreciate you guys watching. It is a 2-1 hockey game now with 11:02 to go in the second period. Almost to the halfway point of this one. Crosby has just gotten Pittsburgh on the board. And they're starting to catch up. Shots on goal as well. It's now 20-14 in favor of the Lightning. But don't forget, at one point it was 17-2, and it was 18-5 at one point. So Pittsburgh is starting to shift things a little bit. Well, thank you, Heather. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Ninja, what is going on? Welcome in. Yeah, there's a lot of good NHL games tonight. There's a lot of good matchups on the slate tonight. That's one of the biggest reasons why I did the poll on the community tab as to which game you all wanted me to do, because there were like 4 or 5 games that I would have been more than happy to cover tonight, so I decided to let you guys pick, and here we are. So we're at a commercial break now. Good hockey game so far. Pittsburgh's come back with a much better second period after getting dominated in the first. And here we have a 1-goal game now. This is still anybody's hockey game right now. Hey, Isaac, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Hey, 2-0 Bruins. Okay, so finally getting things back. I would certainly hope they would have a 2-0 lead against the Sharks of all teams. But, yeah, I think this game against San Jose may have come at the perfect time to a good chance to get back on track against an absolutely abysmal opponent. Wow, Red Wings dominating the Blackhawks up 4-1. Well, at least Boston's going to get, hopefully, I don't want to speak too soon, actually. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut until that game's over. I'm not even going to say it. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. Off the draw now, back from the commercial break. A long shot from the point there by the Lightning. Covered up by Jarry, and we'll basically just redo that last face-off. Hey, there you go, BC4F. Nice. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Awesome to have you in the chat. Appreciate you watching. Lightning keep it in again. On the attack in the offensive zone, trying to regain that 2-goal lead that they had. Radish pinched down, kept it in the zone, but the Penguins will try the other side. Jarry clears it out. Jensen Harkins tries to get to it, but not able to. And that's dumped in by DeHaan. Around it goes as the Lightning try and gain possession. Off the sideboards, though, deflected by Jeannot to the middle, right to the Penguins for them to clear the zone. I still think there could be a team that picks him up, Brian. Based on, what the whole ordeal seems to be over and whatnot. It wasn't anything, criminal. It wasn't anything, particularly egregious. It's not like he got arrested or, beat up a fan at the train station. Like, it wasn't anything ridiculous like that. So it wasn't a Milan Lucic situation. So, I honestly, I think there might be a team that at some point would, maybe sign him to a, league minimum 1-year deal. Mike Sullivan is the Pittsburgh Penguins head coach, Ivan, and John Cooper is the Tampa Bay Lightning head coach. Chance again in front, puck loose in the crease. Penguins jamming away, can't find a way to get it past Vasi. Wow, a lot of net front scrambles in this game. And the goaltenders have found ways to keep it out. Down now, up the boards, past point, the other way. Riley Smith drops it for O'Connor into the offensive zone. Drew O'Connor takes a hit to move the puck. Here's Malkin with it. Back out high, top of the circle, shot. That one gets blocked out of the zone by the Lightning. Well, the Lightning certainly have Russian players, Ivan. I'm trying to think about this Penguins roster. Oh yeah, Malkin, duh. Is Malkin the only Russian on the Pens roster, though? But yes, both teams do have Russian players. I'm trying to think. I think Malkin might be the only Russian on the Pens roster, though. Brought up now, here's Cirelli. Down deep. Penguins trying to dig this out of the corner. Back out high. Here's Asamont. Lightning set back up in the offensive zone. Down low. Ludwig knocks down Cirelli. Cirelli cycles it back to Asamont. Long shot there through traffic goes wide. Penguins on it. Pittsburgh breaks out of the zone now. They gain the red line and dump it in. Nola Chari first in on the forecheck. He gets run to the wall by Sergachev, but passes in front. Oh, just misses hitting Carter in front there, which would have been a tap-in goal, but it goes under Carter's stick. Yes, Ivan. Tampa Bay has Nikita Kucherov, Andrei Vasilevsky. They do have Russian players. Both of these teams have Russian players. Hey, what's going on, Dominic? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Great to see you in the chat. We got 7.5 minutes to go in the second period. And Tampa digs this puck loose. There's a long shot. Jarry makes the save. Penguins on it. Stolen away, though, on the forecheck by the Lightning. Tyler Mott spins one around. Chance again in front. That one just wide of the post as the Lightning dig away. Back out high. Here's Mott again through traffic. Knocked down in front by Glendening. And finally, Achari's just going to backhand it up and out of the zone. Penguins desperately need a line change. Yeah, for Slayer. That was, when that happened, weeks ago now, that was the biggest story in the hockey world. And Lightning have to tag up to get on side here after the shot block. Shea takes it for Pittsburgh. He goes off glass. Out in the neutral zone, Lightning get it back. Here's Nick Paul. Cycles around. Kucherov on the far side, trying to find Jeannot in front. That doesn't connect. Penguins with it. Backhanded up and out of the zone. Penguins coming the other way with 6 minutes to go here in the second period. Very fast-moving game between these two teams. That one's sent all the way down. It's going to be icing as Carlson wins the race. And it will be a face-off coming back in the Tampa Bay zone. With just under 6 minutes to go here in period number 2, Lightning still leading this one by a score of 2-1. Out, long shot there. That one misses wide. Penguins have it setting up, though, in the attacking zone. Riley Smith rips one high that's blocked. And it's cleared down now by the Lightning. Back the other way into the offensive zone. Smith again to the middle. Drop pass for Malkin. Back to Smith on the back door. Chance in front. O'Connor right on the doorstep, but Vasilevsky somehow is able to keep that one out. Unbelievable job there with the loose puck to somehow find it and keep it out of the net before Drew O'Connor can put it home. And a huge save there as we'll head to the commercial break. And we'll head to a commercial here with the Lightning still up by a goal, but a very, very strong push from the Pittsburgh Penguins to try and tie this game. And Andrei Vasilevsky has had to come up huge. It will be an offensive zone face-off for the Penguins when we get back from the break. Wow, we'll get a look here as O'Connor was jamming away on that loose puck in the crease. Vasilevsky was in the full splits and still strong enough to be able to keep that puck from going over the goal line. Fantastic goaltending there. All right, so here we go. Offensive zone draw for Pittsburgh. They're trying to tie this game up. Also, the Minnesota Wild have taken a 1-0 lead over the Nashville Predators. Off the draw, here's Rust. He's checked by Sergachev. Up the wall it goes. And out of the zone there, too far in front for Hagel. Penguins get it back. Pens with it now. Here's Rust in his own zone with 5 minutes left in the second. Up to Crosby, cross-corner dump. Down it goes. Forecheck pressure coming. Rust with a good hit. Hagel takes it, though. Out-muscled by Gensel. Can't clear the zone. Here's Rust in front. Backhand not able to control the bouncing puck enough to get it on goal. Another chance. That one's fired in by Crosby and a save by Vasi. Vasi covers that one up. Boy, this top line for Pittsburgh has been outstanding. They need more from their other lines, though. I feel like most of these offensive chances, and certainly the best offensive chances, are coming from this Rust Crosby Gensel line. They need the other lines to pick it up a little bit. Lightning win the draw defensively. They work it up. Stamkos is out of the zone. Here's Kucherov, too far in front of him. Stammer will try and skate into it, but the Penguins clear. Back the other way. Here's O'Connor into the offensive end. Drew O'Connor sends it around. Here's Malkin. Malkin for Letang. Letang ducks a hit. Tries to get it back to Malkin, but the puck bounced over his stick. Lightning clear it out. Ludwig. Over to Letang. Dumped into the offensive zone. Down it goes to the corner. Eller in there chasing after it, along with Harkins. Jensen Harkins gets a check in, but it's cleared by the Lightning, and they'll dump it back the other way. Penguins now have almost caught up to the Lightning in shots on goal. So as much as the first period favored Tampa Bay, I think Pittsburgh, for the most part, has switched it here in the second. They have had the second period that they needed, and they've started to pull momentum in their direction. Pens do a good job on the back check. Force the turnover, and Eller will dump it deep. Lightning will try again up ice, over the red line, into the offensive zone. Here's DeHaan. DeHaan fires it right into the glove there of Jarry, who covers it up. And we get a stoppage. .301 to go in the second period. We're going to head to our final commercial break now of this period. Tampa still has the lead. They're up 2-1, but Pittsburgh is pushing hard here, especially in the latter half of this second, and really doing almost everything they can to tie this up. Head to our last commercial break here. Thank you guys again all for watching. Really, really appreciate you. And glad to have you here on this Thursday night, enjoying a very good hockey game between the Lightning and the Penguins. Really appreciate all the support for the channel. Please don't forget, it does help out a ton and mean a lot if you can hit that thumbs up button if you haven't yet. And if you'd like to subscribe to the channel and become part of the community here, I'll be streaming all different NHL games, all different matchups throughout the season. And we'd love to have you join the community and become part of the group. Well, vlogs, if I could predict the future and tell you who was going to win, I would be very, very rich right now. But unfortunately, I am not a fortune teller. I do not know who's going to win the game. I had one given to me, McDobb, by the absolute legend Jeremiah. So I haven't bought any new jerseys. I'm still going to wear my Bergeron jersey all the time. I don't care that he's retired. He's still my all-time favorite player. I'm still going to wear his jersey all the time. But I do have a new jersey thanks to Jeremiah. It is an absolute beauty of a jersey. And the next time I stream a Boston Bruins game, I will definitely be wearing it on stream. We have 3:01 to go in the second period. Fourth line out now for the Lightning, trying to keep it in the offensive zone, but Carter's able to clear for Pittsburgh. Here's Nieto driving the net. Backhands one that's shoved aside by Vasilevsky. Yeah, that's the thing, Jeremiah. I already have two Bergeron jerseys. I don't need another Bergeron. And the 27 jersey is the perfect number, considering that was my number in hockey. It could not have been more perfect, dude. Played out now. Hagel passes through to Asamont. Asamont driving the net. Just not able to tuck it by the pad. Taken now by Pettersson. Marcus Pettersson passes out of the zone all the way down. No icing. Sergachev goes back to get it. Asamont now back to the point. That's sent all the way down. And we get a whistle here as that one goes up and out of play. With 1:27 left to go, score remains 2-1. Whoa, we got another dono. Let's go. Heather again. What an absolute legend. Heather drops another 25 on the stream. This one through the Streamlabs link. Thank you, Heather, so much. That is absolutely incredible. Dono hype for Heather. What an absolute legend. A second 25 burger on the stream. Let's go. Unbelievable. Thank you so much. Hey, I absolutely love it, Jeremiah, man. Thank you so much. Can't thank you enough. Played up now. 1:05 to go in the second. Sergachev passes it off. And then Braden Point loses the puck. It's cleared back out to the neutral zone. Yes, says, here's another dono from me. Let's go Caps, or let's go Bolts and Caps. Obviously, Heather is a fan of both the Lightning and the Washington Capitals. Taken out now, 40 seconds left. Here's Malkin into the offensive zone. Pass across, backdoor, and they score! What a pass by Evgeny Malkin! And with 35 seconds left in the second period, the Penguins tie the game as Malkin finds Drew O'Connor on the back door. A beautiful pass through the defenseman. And O'Connor is right by the back post to tap it home. Vasilevsky can't get over in time. This is a 2-2 hockey game now late in the second. Wow. For as dominant of a first period as the Lightning had, the Penguins have completely flipped the script here in the second and have taken over this second period. And now it is a 2-2 game, as we're probably going to head into the third that way. 10 seconds to go now in this middle frame. Back in the corner. Penguins trying to dig it out. Lightning there as well. Move it to the middle. Kept in at the blue line, but the clock's going to run to 0. And that does it. End of 2. Tampa scores twice in the first period to go up 2-0. Pittsburgh answers back in the second with a couple goals of their own. And this is a 2-2 hockey game through 40 minutes of action. We've got 20 minutes to go. But before then, we have some time to hang out and chill in the chat while we wait for the third to begin. And what a third period this is set up to be between the Penguins and the Lightning tonight, with complete opposite first and second periods as far as which team controlled the play. And at the end of the day, we're all even heading into the final 20. All right, so we have some time now here at the intermission to just kind of chill for a bit. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Great to have you here. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hopefully you're enjoying this game. This has turned out to be a fantastic hockey game between these two teams, and we've got a big third period coming up. They are playing in Tampa Bay, Ivan. They are in Tampa Bay. Aaron, what is going on? Welcome in. Great to see you here. Thanks so much for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Wow, Marner with a hattie tonight, and the Leafs are up 3-1. Wow. Tampa's next game is the Lightning play Saturday against the Stars in Dallas. So they have to travel to Dallas after this one, and they play against the Stars Saturday. We can check in at some other scores around the league. The Bruins still have that 2-0 lead over the San Jose Sharks, so that is nice to see as a Bruins fan. Detroit is up on Chicago 4-1, in pretty good control of that game. Florida Panthers have taken a 1-0 lead on the Montreal Canadiens. Devils are up 2-1 over the Flyers. That's still a very close game. As we said, Marner has a hat trick, and Toronto has a 3-1 lead over Seattle. The Hurricanes have a 2-1 lead over the New York Islanders. Minnesota has now gone up 3-0 on Nashville, as Minnesota is getting the post-coach firing boost. They won their first game under John Hines and are trying to make it 2-0 since the coaching change. That is very normal. Usually happens the first like 2, 3, maybe 4 games after a coaching change. The team that fired the coach usually wins, and then the big question after that becomes, does the coaching change make a long-term difference, or was it just a little bit of a boost right after the change? We'll see with Minnesota, but so far they're looking a hell of a lot better with John Hines than they did under Dean Evison to start this season. St. Louis is up on Buffalo 3-1. Winnipeg has taken a 1-0 lead over the Edmonton Oilers, and those are the only games that have started so far. There's still another, 4 games that haven't started yet. I wish this stupid ticker on NHL.com would stop automatically moving back. But Colorado plays Arizona, Dallas plays Calgary, Washington plays Anaheim, and Vegas plays Vancouver later tonight. Those games haven't started. Hey, congratulations on that, Aaron. Congratulations. Vernon, what is going on? Great to see you in the chat. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Pittsburgh's next game, I believe, is also likely Saturday, considering most teams play Saturday. Yeah, Pittsburgh plays Saturday against the Philadelphia Flyers. Dan, what is going on? Welcome. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Good to have you in the chat. I did not know that, Heather. What is your superstition? It's getting a little droopy. There we go. A lot of games are intermission right now or about to go to intermission right now. Oh, okay. Heather wears her Ovechkin jersey when the Caps play. And either Ovechkin scores, the Capitals win, or both when she wears the Ovi jersey. Nice. Very, very nice. Steven, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. What was I gonna? I was just looking at something. I don't know what I was looking for. I forget. But we're still here at the second intermission. Not sure. Not sure how much time we have left at this intermission. Oh, we're still. Looks like we're only about halfway through the break, so we still got a little bit of a ways to go. Just scrolling through some box scores here. Taking a look and see what's going on, who's scoring, what's going on around the league. Vernon. Great to have Vernon in the chat, as always. A legend here on the channel. The referees for tonight's game are, NHL.com will say it. Hang on. The referees tonight are Kendrick Nicholson and Pierre Lambert. Kendrick Nicholson and Pierre Lambert are your referees. I am not watching this on TV, Ivan. I am streaming this through ESPN Plus. I have the ESPN Plus app and I'm watching through there. NBC does not have hockey anymore. And NBC no longer has television rights to the NHL. Because they didn't renew their television deal with the NHL. That's why. So ESPN and TNT took over when NBC left. Well, yeah, but regional networks like that's a total different deal than the national TV. Regional networks are a total different thing. I don't count those as part of. If I'm talking about television deals, I'm talking about national TV deals. Regional shit is only means anything to people in that region. ESPN Plus, you get all the out of market games unless they are, unless they're national for another. Unless they're like you can't watch a TNT game on ESPN Plus because that's TNT's game. You can't watch NHL Network games on ESPN Plus because those are NHL Network games. But anything out of your regional market that isn't a national TV game for another network, you can watch on ESPN Plus. Hey, what's going on, Cap? Welcome in. Great to see you here. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Wrist Rider, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Good to see you in the chat. As always, it's been a very good game so far. And we are tied up at 2 heading into the third period. It's going to be one heck of a third. Hey, Luis, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. All right, we should be getting close here to starting this third. I think we're going to be in momentarily. All right, here we go. It is anybody's hockey game here heading into the final 20 minutes. Third period action on the way. 2-2 hockey game tied up. Pittsburgh and Tampa. This is going to be a fun final frame, and we'll see which team's able to skate out of here with a win and which one is going to be going home very disappointed. So, 2 goals for the Lightning in the first period got them a 2-0 lead, and then Pittsburgh came storming back in the second. They got a couple of goals in period 2 and were able to tie this up right before the intermission, and that is how we got to where we are right now. The goals for Pittsburgh were scored by Drew O'Connor and Sidney Crosby. The goals for the Lightning were scored by Steven Stamkos and Tanner Jeannot. Yes, I did, Dan. Yes, I did. All right, here we are. Teams are out on the ice, getting ready to line up at the center circle and get ready for this third period. What's going on, Kyle? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it, as always. Thank you guys again. Please don't forget, it really does help the channel a lot if you can hit that thumbs up button. It means a lot as well. And if you'd like to subscribe and become part of the community here, I'll be covering NHL games all season long, all different matchups, all different teams. And thank you guys all so much for the support. Hopefully you're enjoying the chat. You're enjoying the game. Should be a fun third here coming up. And we're going to get into the action as Sidney Crosby goes in to take the faceoff. Referee's going to check as these teams line up. Make sure both goalies are ready to go. Make sure the timekeeper's good. And Cirelli wins the puck away from Crosby. It's dumped in by Cernak. The Lightning are in on the forecheck. Working around. Up the wall. Nice save there on Cirelli by Jarry with the pad. Penguins clear it out, but the Lightning knock it down in the neutral zone. Back in. Pettersson goes D-to-D with it. Marcus Pettersson. Passes up. Brian Rust can't control. Lightning come back in the other way. Cirelli gets knocked down. Asamont helps him out. Asamont's knocked down along the wall. Cirelli digs the puck out. Passes out to Sergachev for a shot. And a nice glove save there by Jarry, as he has to snag that one. And just under 40 seconds into this third period, it will be an offensive zone draw for the Lightning as they look to get the lead back. Yes, I did see that, Heather. Yes. Hey, Ikeka, what is going on? Welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Worked up now. Dumped in by Riley Smith. He'll chase in. Vasilevsky comes out to play it to his defenseman. Nick Perbix lifts it out to the neutral zone. Pens glove it down and maintain possession. Worked up away from Kucherov. Taken here. Smith to O'Connor. And stolen back by Perbix. And now here's Kucherov. Fires a shot. Nice save by Jarry. Can't control the rebound. Penguins get back defensively, though, and help him out. Worked up now. Dumped in by Lars Eller. He chases to the corner as the Penguins get in on the forecheck. Eller in there with Zahorna. Jansen Harkins out there as well as Nick Paul for the Lightning tries to dig this puck out. Has some help from Cernak. Gets it up to Barre Boulet and the Lightning clear. Ryan Graves gloves it down. He's chased by Jeannot. Penguins having some trouble here as Paul steals it back from Zahorna. Around it goes, back out to Radish. He keeps it in. Long shot there through traffic, blocked to the corner. What's going on, John? Welcome in. Good to have you here. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. I do not know when my next stream is, Brendan. I'll post about it on the community tab when I do find out. It's probably going to be, next week sometime, but I don't know if it's going to be Tuesday or Thursday or exactly when. So I will post about it on the community tab like I usually do when I find out which game it will be and which night. Brought up now, here's Carter. Back into the middle for Carter again. He shoots and he scores! Jeff Carter! He's still got the scoring touch as a great give-and-go play gives Pittsburgh their first lead of the game. He taps it by the pad of Andrei Vasilevsky. Wow, talk about storming back after a terrible first period. Pittsburgh has scored the last 3 goals of this game, and they now have their first lead of this one. As Jeff Carter is able to slip it by Vasilevsky, a great give and go with Erik Karlsson. It's his first goal of the season. Boy, has he been waiting for that one. Finally finds the back of the net, and Pittsburgh is on top. Wow, this is impressive from the Penguins. They went from getting utterly dominated and down 2-0 in the first period to scoring the next 3 goals and having a lead in the third. Hey, what's going on, Jay? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Great to have you in the chat. Really appreciate it. Taken up now, dumped in. Penguins go right back in on the forecheck. Icing here against the Lightning was 16:50 to go in the third. So we're just over 3 minutes into this third period, and now the Penguins find themselves on top. We'll see if they can hold the lead, or if Tampa can get this thing back even. Still a long way to go in this final period. Hey, KQ, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by as the Lightning try to break out of their zone. Pass through the middle to Cirelli, backhanded deep, chasing his Hagel. Down to the corner, he loses his stick, and the Penguins take the puck. Pittsburgh coming back the other way, but they turn it over. Perbix to the offensive end. Pass back to the middle. Hagel from out high. Deflection, loose puck. Knocked out of midair from the crease area. Then a shot from out high goes off the glass. Wow, big scramble there, but the Lightning can't put it home as it was batted out of the air and kept out of the net. Here's O'Connor. O'Connor loses it, stolen back by Tampa. They carry up ice into the offensive zone. Can't get the pass through, though, for Stamkos. Smith steals. Now it's up to Malkin. Evgeny Malkin into the offensive end. He tees one up, and Vasilevsky makes the save. That one's smothered by Vasi. 15:44 to go here in the period, and an offensive zone draw for the Penguins on the way. They lead by 1. What's going on, Victoria? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Great to have you in the chat. And Panthers lead Montreal now 3-0, so they're starting to take control of that game. Taken now. Penguins keep it in the zone for now, but on the second chance it's cleared. Barry Boulay dumps it deep. Paul goes in on the forecheck against Ludwig. Ludwig in there. Barry Boulay pressuring him as well. Nieto, Paul, four-man scrum for it. Eventually pops out to Jeannot. Tanner Jeannot. Back to the corner. Barry Boulay. And Penguins eventually able to muscle it out of the zone. Paul carries back in but loses the puck to Jarry. Back the other way, Nieto. Nieto sends it down. Back up the boards. Lightning with it. Here's Radish into the offensive end. He sends it deep for Glendening. He shields the puck, gets it back to Radish out high. Penguins take it in their own zone, trying to clear. Nieto not able to get it out. Lightning back on the attack. Sharp angle shot. Rebound chance. Ripped just wide. What an opportunity there for Tampa Bay. Good pushback from Lightning here the last couple of minutes, but not able to find the back of the net. It stays 3-2 Penguins. Radish had a great chance from the slot, but he sends it wide. Puck was rolling a little bit. Off the draw now. Played back by Stamkos to Perbix, over to Hedman. Back to Stamkos. Stamkos through traffic. Misses that one. Blocker side. Shea takes a hit. Gets the puck to Graves, though. Up to Nieto, and finally out of the zone. That's cleared by Pittsburgh. Through the middle. Lightning can't maintain possession. Penguins clear it again to the neutral zone. Trying to enter again is Tampa, but they can't get it deep. Here's Kucherov with point into the offensive end. Kucherov holds back, tries to pull it around Crosby, but can't. Now back the other way into the offensive zone. Gensel can't feather it through for Rust. Gensel down low, pops it back out in front, but Crosby's not able to get to it. Pettersson now sends it deep. Gensel below the goal line, back out high. Walking the middle is Carlson. Opens up a lane, fires a shot that gets blocked off of a skate. Lightning come back the other way. They're tired, though. Here's Kucherov all by himself. Carlson shields him to the outside. Doesn't get the pass through Crosby. Stammer. Back to Kucherov. He blasts one from the top of the circle. A nice save by Jarry. Back the other way. Here's Radish off the bench, jumping into the play. Turns the puck over. Penguins come the other way. It's Evgeny Malkin. 3-on-3 into the offensive zone. Shot there! And a close one as Vasilevsky just gets enough of it. And now we're going to have a penalty call against Pittsburgh for tripping. Lightning. There have not been a lot of power plays in this game, but the Lightning did score on theirs earlier. And they're going to be on the power play when we get back from this commercial break. 12:23 to go in the third. 3-2 Penguins, but the Lightning on the man advantage when we get back, and a huge opportunity to try and tie this game up. As a Penguin will head to the box for tripping. I'm trying to see who on Pittsburgh that penalty is against. We'll see how quickly the NHL app updates. It's O'Connor. Drew O'Connor going to the penalty box for tripping. So that means it is a power play opportunity. It's a power play opportunity for the Lightning to try and even this game up at 3. Hey, what's going on, Austin? Welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Third period action now. 1-goal hockey game. 12:20-ish to go. It's going to be Going to be a heck of a finish between these two. It's been good, Austin. No complaints. So, yes, O'Connor just gets the stick in between the skates there of Anthony Cirelli. Pretty obvious penalty call. And he heads off for 2 minutes. We'll see if the Lightning can tie this game up here on this power play chance. Taken now defensively. The Penguins win the draw and get an early clear on this kill. Very good start for the Pens to try and get through these next couple of minutes. Tampa with it now, gaining the red line. Point with speed over to Paul. Paul with it back to the blue line. That's Hedman to Kucherov. Kucherov on his backhand. Trying to find a passing lane. Nothing there. He's kept to the outside. Cycles it around. Nobody's home at the near side point. And Hedman's got to retrieve all the way back to his own end and get it. No, Austin, I do not have any plan on streaming Saturday. My next stream is going to be probably sometime next week, but I don't know yet. Taken out now. Here's Point over the red line into the offensive zone. He drives wide, pass back, hops over the stick of Hedman. And that ends up down in the corner. .40 seconds now to go here on this power play. Lightning not really doing much with it as Pittsburgh clears again. Here's a shorthanded break. Oh, diving poke check by Sergachev just in time before Nieto would have had a golden opportunity. Lightning running out of time, though. 20 seconds left on the power play. Here's Cirelli. Cirelli drops it for Barré-Boulet. Long shot there from the point by Sergachev, misses wide. Barré-Boulet with it. That's stolen away again by Lars Eller, and Pittsburgh clears it all the way down. That's going to do it. Power play is over. The Penguins have killed it off. We're back to 5-on-5. It's still a 1-goal lead for Pitt. That one just gets dumped into the glove of Jarry, who covers it up with 10-12 to go in the third. And it will be an offensive zone face-off for Tampa. They did very, very little with that power play chance. Real no sustained pressure or quality chances. Brought back in now. Lightning with it, driving wide. Puck stolen away by Erik Karlsson. Pittsburgh gets it out. Tampa holds behind their net. We're past the halfway point of this third. Under 10 minutes to go in this game. Asamont into the offensive zone. Poked away from him by Ludwig. And that's going to be a hand pass in the neutral zone by Pittsburgh there. And that's going to lead to a face-off coming up with 9:20 to go in the third. Still 3-2 Pens. And we are definitely down into crunch time now. The scoreboard is just a bunch of different visual picture graphics layered on top of each other. Heather, it's just it's a bunch of PNG files layered on top of each other, and then the stuff, like the score and the period and stuff that I changed all the time is just through Streamlabs. That's just a text through Streamlabs to be able to change it, just with a couple of clicks. But the scoreboard itself is like a layer of PNG files, and then everything that's written is just text that I can change with, just click on the source that's right here in front of me on Streamlabs and change it. So we're past the halfway point here, and very much down into crunch time here in this final 10 minutes. All right, here we are back from the commercial break. Getting ready for this face-off in the neutral zone. Cirelli against Crosby in the dot. Crosby wins it back. Pettersson goes D to D with Karlsson. Karlsson passes up, no icing, dumps deep as Chernak goes back. Sergachev up the wall. Winger not able to get it out. That was Hagel. Here's Gensel into the middle. Backhand by Rust goes wide. Rust down low takes a hit. Lightning trying to dig this puck out. Gets it up to Asamont, who passes to the middle. Hagel with some speed. Gains the red line, then loses the puck. Has some help, though, from Sergachev, who is trailing. Sends it around. Puck ends up in the corner. First on it is Gensel. He plays it through to Rust, who clears. And now Pittsburgh will head off for a line change. Radish holds behind his net as the Lightning try and get set up what they want to do, breaking out of the zone. Radish pass to Kucherov, over center ice, into the offensive end. Pass back to Stamkos, tries for the short side, but can't get it through. Backhanded again, knocked down by Braden Point. Tagging up to get onside. The Lightning are right back in on the attack. Point gets knocked down as he's sandwiched through between two defenders. Kucherov with a shot. That's blocked out in front and ends up on the stick of Matt Nieto. Penguins don't get it out. They'll try again. Ludwig goes D to D. 7:50 to go here in the third. Yo, Vernon with the 5. Let's get some dono hype for Vernon, everybody. Dropping a 5 on the stream. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that, man. Chance again, Pittsburgh in front. That one deflected away from O'Connor. Down low, Riley Smith can't control. Barry Boulay doesn't get it out. He's knocked down by Pettersson. Drew O'Connor along the half wall. Down low for Smith, and finally the Lightning steal it away and will get it out. They gain center and dump it in. Jeannot leads the forecheck. He gets hit into the boards. Pettersson takes the puck. That's cleared out again by Pittsburgh. Brought back the other way. Lightning back on the attack, trying to tie this game up. Starting to get a little bit low on time as we're in the final 7 minutes. Sergachev chased by Rust. Sergachev with it, passes it over to Cirelli. Cirelli gains the red line into the offensive zone, drives wide, spins back from the corner, pass into the middle. Good layers defensively by Pittsburgh. They don't allow anything to get through on goal. Crosby against Sergachev now, steals it away from him. Down in the corner, Crosby gets knocked down. Sergachev takes the puck, passes it away. Lightning break out of their zone. Into the offensive end. Here's Mott with Hagel. And Hagel's not able to hold it in. Pittsburgh gets it to center. Dumped right back in now by Tampa Bay. And Pittsburgh eventually ices the puck as that pass through the neutral zone does not connect. Pittsburgh continues to lead this one by a goal. Tampa with some good push, though, these last few minutes. Getting it in the offensive end and trying to get shots through on Jarry. Cleared all the way. Lightning send it right back to the offensive zone. Here's Stamkos with it. Spun down deep. Back out in front. And that one goes off the skate. Letang's on it. Sends it up the wall. Long shot there. Misses wide to the corner. Taken by Letang. Pittsburgh clears it out as he lifts it up and over everybody. Radish knocks it down. Lightning trying to get back in on the attack. Couple of Penguins collide together, but they get the puck out of the zone. Lightning have to get on side now as it's poked away from Hedman. Radish chased by Malkin. Circles back to his own end. Passes up to Point. Played now to Hedman. Gains the red line. Passes up. Across to Kucherov. Nobody with him. Cycles it around. Penguins first on it. They lift it along the boards. Can't get it out. Pettersson will try again. This time he gets it up. And to the blue line, it's chopped out by O'Connor. Under 5 minutes now to go in the third. Tampa back in on the forecheck. Taken from the corner, but Nick Paul can't control. Jeannot with a good hit on Achari, but the Penguins get it out. Dumped back in as Paul will chase. Nick Paul gets some help from Barre Boulay. He opens things up, passes over, long shot. Jarry able to get a piece of it. Kept in by Chernak. Here's Sergachev. Knocked down in front. Barre Boulay can't get it on goal. Bouncing puck. Now back the other way. Dumped all the way down by the Penguins. Brought up now into the offensive zone. Here's Asamont. He drives wide. Bounces one off the outside of the goal. Letang sends it up the boards. That's past everybody. Chernak will go back to get it in his own end. Brought up now, here's Tampa. Asamont fires a shot right into the chest there as Jarry covers, and now he and Letang get into it. Graves grabs Cirelli, and we got a little bit of a skirmish going here after the whistle as Letang and Asamont pair up Cirelli and Graves, and they don't want to let go of each other as we get some shoving back and forth. 3:34 to go in the third period. Offensive zone face-off on the way for the Lightning when we get back from this commercial break, our final commercial break of period 3. So this will be our last commercial stoppage, and it is going to be all-out offense for the Lightning when we get back, as they will do everything they can to try and score another goal, tie this game up in the last few minutes. And obviously, Pittsburgh is trying to hang on here for a huge come-from-behind road win. And, boy, it did not look like this was going to be a good game for the Penguins based on the first period. But they really got their game together after the first intermission. And here they are with a chance to steal 2 points on the road from Tampa. The only penalty against Tampa Bay tonight, Heather, was, let's see. It was back in the first period. Eric Chernak for tripping. It was Eric Chernak for tripping back in the first period. That's the only penalty against Tampa Bay. All right, we're back now from the commercial break, getting ready for this offensive zone draw for the Lightning. And we'll see. It's a little early, but John Cooper is generally very aggressive with goalie pulls. I'm not sure if he's pulled Vasilevsky yet. I think it's a little early with it only being a 1-goal game. If it was a 2-goal game, I think Vasi would absolutely be on the bench by now. And they'd have the extra attacker on, but with it only being a 1-goal game, it's too early. Vasi is still in the net, passes the puck off there. Braden Point sends it up the wing, over the line, and now Hedman's into the offensive zone for Kucherov. Kucherov pulls it to the backhand. Chance there, but Jarry makes a stick save. Back down it goes. 3 minutes remaining in the third period as Radish holds the puck, looking for a breakout play up ice. Over the red line, Sergachev sends it cross corner. Played there by Barré-Boulet. Pittsburgh trying to work it out of their zone, but that one rolls right in on Jarry. He's got to cover it up. And he makes a save with 2:44 remaining now in the third. Time is a-ticking. And now with under 3 minutes remaining in an offensive zone face-off coming up, it looks like they will pull Andrei Vasilevsky for the extra skater. It is an empty net for Tampa Bay. And they have the 6 skaters on trying to tie this game up. There's a shot that's blocked to the sideboard. Stamkos plays it down low. Past Hagel for Kucherov. Hagel trying to get it back to the blue line. Hedman holds it at the point. Second chance again. This time it's all the way out, cleared by the Penguins. And Hedman chases back, regroups in his own zone. Up to Kucherov. Back on the attack, Lightning. Trying to work that one to the middle, but Pettersson cuts it off. Puck off glass. 2:10 to go now in the third. Turned over to Crosby. Crosby and offsides. Gensel was just a little bit ahead of the puck, as he would have had a wide open shot to the empty net, but he goes offsides. The play is whistled down. Boy, oh boy. 2:05 to go in a neutral zone faceoff coming up. Vasilevsky's got to go back in the net, at least until Tampa gets possession. Way it goes now, dumped in by Pittsburgh. They send it deep as the clock continues to run down. Lightning trying to regain possession here. They got it. Here's Radish with a long cross-ice pass into the offensive zone. Barré-Boulet's shot gets blocked to the corner. And Vasilevsky, I imagine, has come to the bench. Extra skater back out now for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Asamont gets checked by Eller. It's cleared by Pittsburgh. Sergachev back with it. No, Vasi's still there. This is odd because now he's finally going to go. Okay, whoops. Vasi is finally going to go now to the bench. Final minute 15. Deflected up in. Jarry has it. Goes for the goalie goal! And he scores! Are you kidding me? We just got to see a goalie goal as Jarry throws it in the open net. It almost never happens, although we have had a few of them the last few years. It started to happen more. The puck goes right to Tristan Jarry, and he just fires it down the ice, dead on to the wide open net. And this is a first for me on stream. I have never been streaming for a goalie goal. And we got it. Tristan Jarry puts it home. It's 4-2 Pens. And we get to see something that does not happen very often. That is really cool. That is really cool. It is 4-2. That is going to ice the game. Tampa Bay back in now. 1 minute to go in the third period, but they are now down by 2. And Jarry makes the save. Covers it up. 57 seconds left. Dude, McDobb, I would, but I only have like 1 sip left. I guess I might as well finish it. To the goalie goal. There we go. That was pretty cool. All right, see you later, Jeremiah. Thank you so much for watching. Always great to have you, as always. Really appreciate you, man. You're an absolute legend. Jarry makes another save there on that deflected puck in front. 48 seconds left. Good night, Dan. Thanks for being here. Always great to see you in the chat. And hopefully we'll talk soon. There's Kucherov with a shot. Here's Hedman with a shot. Jarry with the blocker save. Lightning just can't find the back of the net here. Jarry with another big stop. Chance again in front. Hagel jamming away. Points there. Everybody for Tampa just throwing the puck at the net. But Tristan Jarry and the rest of the Penguins are holding strong. 20 seconds now to go. Penguins clear it out of the zone. Here's Malkin. Malkin misses an open net as once again the Lightning have pulled Vasilevsky, but it is way too little, way too late now. 4 seconds to go. And final seconds tick off the clock. That is going to do it. The horn sounds. And the Pittsburgh Penguins pick up a very big road win over the Tampa Bay Lightning. A much-needed win for the Penguins and a big 2 points as this was an important game for both teams. That is going to do it. Congratulations, Pittsburgh. We got to see a goalie goal. They end up a great come-from-behind victory. And that was a really good hockey game. That was a very fun back-and-forth hockey game. And definitely a fun one tonight. So thank you guys so much. Really appreciate all of you for watching. Everybody who supports the channel. It was great to have you. It was great to be back streaming again. I'm not sure exactly when my next stream is going to be. I'm like 99% sure it's going to be at some point next week. I'm just not sure of the exact night or game yet. I will post about it on the community tab like I usually do. As soon as I know which game I'm going to be doing, I'll let you know and post about it on my channel community tab. And then hopefully I'll be seeing you all very soon. So thank you so much. Have a great night, everybody. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget, it helps out a lot and means a lot if you can hit that thumbs up button. And if you would like to subscribe to the channel and become part of the community here, we'd love to have you. I will be covering NHL hockey all season long. Thank you guys again. Really appreciate it. Have a great night. And hopefully I'll see you all soon. Good night, everybody.